This episode is fueled by Mountain Ops, supplements to conquer more and crush your countdowns. Visit mountainops.com for all your supplemental needs. Fuel, recover, repeat.
I'm holding it. Hey guys. Amateur hour.
You're fine. Don't listen to me.
Do you like my tire marks here? See, look at it. It's mountain bike related. Because I talk like this. Deep.
Welcome to NPR.
Welcome back to Countdown 2 podcast. I'm your co-host Drew.
I'm Leighton.
And we're brothers. And today we have an interesting episode. Why don't you share a little, brah?
Death and grief.
We always say we laugh so
And
we
all
don't cry.
hopeful things.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week is our mom's
Your mom.
15th anniversary.
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Death
I'm sorry.
date.
No respect, Mom.
No respect. You're
No
right.
disrespect.
Oh.
This is not going well.
Anyways.
Can you just edit me out of the whole episode?
I try.
Yeah.
I know I'd get a mouthful. So, no, 15 years ago, on the 14th, November 14th, our mom won her battle with breast cancer and brain cancer and all the cancers. There was a 7-year battle that started when I was 11 and you were 40. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere up there.
Somewhere up there. And we're celebrating her today instead of being sad. And we're going to talk about grief and pain and what to do with it. And so welcome. This should be fun.
Let's have a blast, actually. It's interesting because every grief date, I think that's what they call them, right? Grief dates. Whenever somebody passes, I believe they call it grief dates. You feel it, and there's been times actually where it's just been like, man, I'm real pissy this month, always.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, yeah, your mom passed away, around this time, and it was just like so telling because I mean each year it came around and so every year it came around, it was like that same thing where you're just like depressed, angry, sad, mad, whatever the case may be. I have to say though, this year is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like
Same.
And I don't know if it's necessarily because I'm healthier or I think it is actually. I'm just gonna say that. To where it's like now it's like I don't feel that grief and that weight. I feel like, oh yeah, let's talk about mom. She was an amazing woman. And it doesn't have all that residue of just death and grief. And I mean, I'm still sad, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of nice to be, I don't know, free of that.
Yeah. Yeah, freedom, free. It's a great and wonderful feeling. This year feels different for me too, and I think it's because we got healthier, and by that not just exercise but also processing depression and feelings, and because I've thought about it the last couple of weeks, and it's like, man, I really think that mom's death day became something for depression to stay attached to in me, if that makes any sense.
I think so.
Yeah, and like it became an excuse to stay sad and upset.
Yeah.
It gave me a reason, or it gave me a reason to keep drinking, especially with because it's right when fall hits, so it hits hard with the time change, death date. Yeah, I don't know. It's because this year I'm not sad. I don't know if my body's looking to be sad or trying, because I felt it the last couple of days of just like, man, I am again also pissy and a little snappy, and I told my household to give me some grace because I'm usually full of patience and kindness.
Now you're just an
to
a-hole.
Just my household. Yeah. Well, not even. Like normally it's just like little things of like, you okay? And it's like, no, I'm not okay.
I'm great.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm great. But I honestly, dude, it's hard to remember her. Like it's been so long. I have to really think about it, and I don't even know if I remember her voice. Me really like I can get upset or cry about it if I really think about it, but
Sure.
I got to put some effort in. So, which I don't know if that's a mixture of healing. I don't.
No, grief's a
I'm
funny
not
thing.
mad about it.
Yeah. Grief's a funny thing.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Let's have a blast with grief. No, it's an interesting thing. Let's just say that because there's just no right pattern. Everybody operates at or approaches it differently, and is affected by it differently. And I mean, even our culture is not one that really even focuses on grief. It's like, oh yeah, your mom died. Okay, all right, get back to work. I mean, just yeah, death happens. Anyways, you said something real quick. You said something back there real quick. I need to grab something.
Ooh, I know that sound.
You said it kind of leads you to drinking. Well, now that we are kind of healthier, if I can do this, we're cracking open a cold one for Mom out of joy. Here's to you, Mom. What do you? Oh, you gotta have your little pint glass. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, glassy glass. Can't drink out of the thing. What do you got there?
I can. I've always wanted to try this, but I used to always see it on the shelf. I was like, ooh, because it looks like it's mountain biking, and I was like, oh, it's non-alcoholic. So
there you go.
It's Sierra Nevada Trail Pass IPA,
non-alcoholic,
NA, and anything with Topo design has got me. Anyways, so
well, I forgot to get NA beer.
You suck.
So I have root beer.
Oh, okay, all right. I forgive you.
And I mean, we're okay drinking, but I think that it's one of those things where Mom was very much against drinking alcohol. You had some misuse with it, just drinking your feelings.
Too much fun use. Fun. I'm kidding.
Yeah. And then so I mean, we're just
fun.
out of respect and love and for our listeners too, NA it is.
Also, it's the weekday, and so I sometimes have drinks on mountain bike trips, but I stick to beers because hard alcohol gets me addicted. Beer doesn't really
That's what they all say.
But well, I'm just saying, like, legitimately, like, I could have beers one night and never think about it, and then I can have hard alcohol one night, and the next morning I'm like, let's have more tonight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yep. So, but also it's the weekday, so it's like I have rules and I want to train tonight, so let's.
Exactly.
So,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
suggestion.
I mean, I know plenty of guys that drink NA beer and they're fine. Actually, they have, I think, better time afterwards for sure.
Yeah,
but,
seriously.
But no, it's nice to kind of drink, even though I'm only drinking root beer. It's kind of nice to drink a toast to Mom without the sorrow. It's not like we're drinking to forget or to stuff feelings. It's like, hey, cheers to you, Mom. So
yeah, I used to make drinks for Mom and be like, she would hate this. I'm just doing this because I want an excuse to drink on a Wednesday morning or something,
Oh, brother, I'm sorry. That sucks.
No, it's okay. I think I'm about to get infiltrated. Hey, Paigey, what are you doing? Okay, I have to do this real quick, okay? So if you want to jump back in bed and finish the show, and once it's over, I'll be done. Give me 1 second.
Head to pendulumthreads.com and use code COUNTDOWN2 for 15% off your order. Pendulum Threads. Perfect comfort, perfect performance.
Okay, let's see how long that lasts. Sorry. I could hear all the nice things you were saying about me, really.
Well, you're making up things. Yeah, so why are we telling this story? Grief date, what we do with grief, basically, is what we're kind of focused on. So, in this first section, I just, the moment life changed for us, you were 4 months old.
When I was born, yeah.
Yeah, so the moment mom changed, you were
11.
11. Jeez, bro. I was 35. No,
32.
32. Um, yeah. And
33.
yeah. But
Anyway.
she had cancer 7 years prior to her death. I mean, it was a long battle, right? And so you were 4. So,
She died when I was 18.
oh, you said 11. I'm sorry. I was meaning.
I meant she was
death.
diagnosed
Jeez,
at
come
11th.
on. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I mean, you were 11 when she was diagnosed. I was 33. No, I wasn't even that old. I wasn't that old. It was 14 years of PWS, right?
Yeah, that's 33.
Damn it.
No,
No.
that is not 33.
You sure? You sure that?
No, you were 33 when she died.
Yeah.
My bad.
Exactly.
Wow. You sure there's no alcohol in our drinks?
Let's see, there's root beer.
Mine has 0.05.
Mm.
Oh, wait, 0.5.
Mm.
It's probably this yeast.
Dude, come on. Anyways, and then we bring it up because I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things that were shaped. You were identifying who you were. Identity formation, I guess you'd call it. In those years, but it was overshadowed by mom's death. All the appointments, all the, pulling in every direction, the pain, the, focus wasn't on you growing up; it was on mom. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
And I was out of the house, so I mean, I didn't have much of a direct impact like that. But I truly felt like she'd pull through. I don't know why. Maybe it was my optimistic perspective.
I did too.
But when it came down towards the end, it was just like, oh yeah, guess she's not. Okay, guess this is it.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, I'll get to that. But anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah. So anyways, in that, what I wanted to just point out, and with our listeners and everything else, it's like there are definite events that take place that you just don't have control of. But
Yeah.
and then we do now, but we've got this gloom and doom over us, and it's not fun to talk about. It's not, many people don't talk about it. It's just like stuff it up, man up, just get through it. And we just couldn't. I struggled a lot, even though I wasn't around. You struggled a lot, and then that shaped the next however years until we're the age we are now. So that's kind of what we bring this up, is because it's the kind of the foundational stuff of who we are and what we had to come through. I mean,
Yeah.
take us some of that for you. What was your response? I mean, with time, once she passed, I mean, you probably went through phases of craziness of different sorts, right?
After she passed
Yeah.
or before she passed?
After
After she passed, yeah.
talking about the residue.
Yeah. After she passed, like, I've always described it as like when she was alive, my world was my viewpoint, my world, everything was bright and colorful, like literally like the colors of stuff around me. And then the moment she died, it was like black and white or gray and dimmed. It was a cloud. That's exactly how you should put it. And I've been feeling that cloud come back the last couple of days. And it's just wild to me that losing a parent's pretty routine,
right? It happens to
in
everybody, right?
life, and it just destroyed me. Like, yeah, I lost our mom when I was really young, but like I dedicated that I would not be drinking or partying or smoking after she died. because I knew it pushed off the grieving process because I was taking it very seriously. I wanted to process it. And this was my senior year of high school, going into college. And so like I just poured myself. I had my first job working at Kmart. I worked full time when I turned 18, became manager of electronics department. I was very focused on getting work done, and had a like 18 units of class as well. So I was just staying busy.
Yeah.
And productive,
Right.
good busy. And that just completely pushed the grief process down completely. Like I had no idea. Like, and I always stayed optimistic, and I want to joke and say I blame my family or blame my siblings or anything, but I don't blame. But a reason for that years later I realized is that when everyone was worried about me, and I was always like, I'm okay, I'm all right, and I put a face on. And I got so good at putting a mask on of being okay that after mom died, I kept that going. And like I'd gone to a couple free therapy sessions, and they're like, "You're doing amazing," and I'm like, "I am doing amazing,
Right,
thanks."
right,
Because
exactly.
I was fooling myself too. I wasn't like I'm gonna trick these guys. It was just like I took fake it till you make it to the extreme.
Yeah.
And and I remember I probably brought this up before, but I had issues to where when I moved down to San Luis Obispo for school, I was like, I'm in a beautiful place. I'm with a girl that I love. I'm having fun every day, but I'm still sad. Like, what's that about? And I went and saw a doctor, and they accused me of trying to get in pills, and and that threw me for a loop. So that was like, I'm doing okay. It just everything it kept getting pushed down for years and years, and then good old Portland, weather,
Just
rain,
continuation, yeah.
turning 21, having access to alcohol, it fed onto that suppressed depression and grief, and kept me down, kept me crazy. Like
Yeah.
the only strength I had was to keep the demons tamed in my head, or fighting them every day. But anyway, sorry, that was a lot. But
No, and I mean that's exactly why I bring it up, because I mean the very fact that the reason we're talking about this is because everybody, like you said, is going to deal with grief if they haven't already. Family member, parents pass, grandparents before that. I mean, even a dog, and I say
oh
that
yeah,
kind of funny wise, but it's a big deal when a pet passes. I've had one, and I haven't gotten another one since because it's traumatic,
yeah,
and we all have dealt with it or are going to deal with it, and it is a thing that needs to be talked about. I mean, especially with males, I feel like I don't know. I feel like, well, I'll just speak to males because I am one, but it seems that it's like, no, we don't talk about this. She,
please go out there. Okay, thank you. Like, pretend you don't like me. I need to use that next time. Like,
all right, wow.
because real quick, she loves to be like, I'll be like, oh, you look great. She's like, pretend you don't think I look great. And I'll be like, oh, you look terrible. And she's like, ha.
Wow.
It's really funny.
That's
all the
hilarious.
time.
That's hilarious. But yeah, so I mean, so we wanted to touch bases on this just because it happened to be our mom's grief date, and then we know of plenty of people that are in the thick of it, or will be one day, obviously, for obvious reasons. So like, what we're trying to convey here is just don't try not to stuff it, try not to make yourself so busy that you don't deal with the emotions. Allow yourself some grace. Hopefully, you're surrounded by people that allow you grace in it. Get the help you need, help you want, kind of thing. Because I being out of the house, and at the same time as you were going through your stuff, I was going through my own, but it was just a little bit different just because I was married and had that support. But still, it was just the lights kind of dimmed, the if that makes sense, sort of like what you're saying about the color, the brightness of life changed, and the lights kind of dimmed, and I just kind of went to depressed mode, like a slight depressed. I still worked. I still, my wife was going through her master's degree at that time, and it was good distractors, I guess. but it still didn't take care of the hidden stuff,
Yeah.
that darkness. So
Isn't it wild that, you had a completely separate life, completely separate state, and you still felt it. Like, you still felt the mom missing, like it's not like out of sight, out of mind. Like it was something that hit you.
yeah,
Me, it makes sense too, because that was my everyday life. Like I was right there,
right.
So it's just crazy that I mean, these are feelings, these are emotions, these are invisible in a way. These are robots don't have this, like
It's not really
it's our souls.
not really escapable.
Ugh, I know. There's so many times where I'm like, I'm glad I feel a lot, but sometimes I wish I didn't feel a lot.
And I'm over in Ukiah. So give me a call real quick, please. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
I still have her voicemail.
Well, there's copyright infringement.
What? About my mom? Your mom.
Yeah. Wow.
November
She don't sound
4th.
like Monica.
November 4th, 2010.
That was 10 days before she died.
Yep.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
This is Mom calling. I was trying to get a hold of Alyssa. I have a question for her.
You can
and I'm
tell
over in
she was
Ukiah.
hurting.
So give me a call real quick, please. Thanks. Love you.
The only time they went to Ukiah was when she was getting chemo and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Sound like Emily.
I think we need
sister.
Or this is I think we actually need beers now.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, well, I'm also sad because I'm like, that's not what I remember her sounding like.
Yeah,
I wondered if you still had that recording.
What's that?
I wondered if you still had that recording.
Yeah, it's still on my phone. So
I didn't think you would delete it, but updates and stuff.
oh my gosh, seriously, I've been waiting for that. But yeah, no. So I mean, that's a piece of our story. On the flip side of this, moving to like segment 3, like now that you're past the Portland years, past the drinking, for numbing pain and sorrow and all the above. Now that you can look back, what are some of the things that have really, you've taken with you, or gleaned from her, or, causing you to really think? I know.
I think empathy. She really cared about other people.
Yeah.
She really put other people first as a servant. And I tend to do that naturally, like give everything, but now I have boundaries, like
Good.
on who I give everything to.
But I'd also say how much.
Obviously my good looks. Just kidding.
I mean, yeah.
But seriously.
If mom had a beard, okay, go ahead.
It's like I was gonna say, that's a good point. A little more insult to mom.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, mom. It's what we become.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a big one for me. I don't know. It's a loaded question.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, what's awesome is I have fibromyalgia like she did. And so I have a lot of empathy for her now that I didn't have before.
Hold on, dude. I'm so sorry.
La, 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 la. Now, this is an interesting conversation indeed. And I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if this is really for our listeners or not. Or I don't want to say entertaining, but helpful. But I think what we're trying to get at is we really truly tried to lean into the grief to be able to move through. I don't want to say past because it never goes away, but move through to a healthier us. Definitely in our journey of body, spirit, and mind has made that happen. She Yeah. Interesting. When he comes back, we will talk some more.
Sorry, everybody. I got a 3-year-old who's homesick, and she wants to play hide and seek right now.
Oh yeah,
But we almost-
Faker.
Right.
But no,
Trooper though. She.
yeah. No, I was just talking about how, just with our journey and where we're at, it's there's so many things we can learn, and you can learn negative, you go in the dumps and all this stuff like that, or you can try to pull the strengths of mom or whomever passed and stuff like that. And so mom was definitely a servant. She had a servant's heart. Body, speaking to the body, just because, we kind of look at things holistically, so to speak, or wholly, body, spirit, mind, but body wise, like, I don't think she took care of herself that well. Like, I mean, maybe she'd go on walks. She did do aerobics because that really helped. That really helped her with her fibro. In early years,
Yeah.
she really, she'd do the aerobics type stuff. But yeah, so that was part of her journey. But I mean, we ate a good old home cooking meals, and there was no
Crisco,
there was
butter.
Exactly. There was no
idea how we don't have diabetes.
Maybe we do. Oh,
maybe we do.
Yeah. So
So
it's interesting. Both mom and dad. I mean, we just KFC. It was we didn't go to KFC, but our meals were like KFC quite often. We had some beans in there. But yeah. But I think with what I gleaned from her, just in the realm of health, body wise, it's like, you can turn a negative into a positive. She might have not have taken care of herself that well. I mean, how can you with 5 kids? Of course, that might have been her exercise, but but for me, it's like, okay, what do I need to do to take care of myself? So that as I get older, by the grace of God, hopefully I don't get cancer or something like that. My body has more of a chance to stay healthy, be healthy, grow, and be strong. So learning from the negative.
Yeah. Learn what not to do.
That was a cute laugh.
Oh, thanks, bud. I've never thought about that with mom and dad exercising or not.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I think stress was
we were active as boys in general, like bikes. I mean, dad cycled and stuff, and I, skated BMX. But like there wasn't, and I had some gym equipment, but like I never like worked out or exercised, and that wasn't necessarily a staple in our household. And we ate like crap, so we got kind of lucky that we didn't have some weird obese gene in there. Like, or something.
Well, and our parents were relatively thin. I mean, surprisingly. So,
yeah,
good genes, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, it's just interesting for me to think about all this. Like, it's not that I pushed it away or pushed it down. It's just I was so young.
Yeah, and there's no avenue to talk about it, right?
Right, and my first marriage feels like it never happened. Like, it's like that never happened. That was 1,000 years ago. Like I can't even remember the emotional connection even with my last one.
These are whole different episodes right here, baby.
But it's so funny because I'm like, I can't believe I'm Ross from Friends. Like 3 divorces. I've only had 2, but anyways. But
I'm so lost.
It's okay.
But no, I mean, just drawing strengths from her weaknesses. That's okay, and that doesn't jade her, the memory of her or who she was. It was like, oh man, she did, knowing mom and dad's life, they did a lot better than what was handed down to them. Yeah. And so, I don't fault her. Back to the spirit side of things, like you were talking about service, looking after others, stuff like that. She did that so well, but I honestly think it was almost like, if I pour out, I don't have to deal with inward stuff. And
Right.
that's the thing I want to caution against is like, hey, service is great, serving people is awesome. That's not the issue. The issue really is like, but are you doing it because A, you can't be served, or B, you're so hurting you just need to stay busy pouring into other people's lives, not take care of your own kind of thing. And so
Do you think that comes subjectively, or do you think that could be on purpose, or a mixture of
I
both?
think a mixture
Like,
of both. I mean, I think it's
okay.
something she had a horrendous upbringing. And I'll leave it at that.
Yes. Horrendous.
And so and then without in our household and at the age and time counseling was for weirdos and nut jobs, right? And so she never got counseling or had a voice or ability to speak it, and that's usually what they say where fibro comes from. It's because that emotion pain has to go somewhere, and if you're not giving it out or giving it out, if you're not like expressing it,
Here you go.
telling it, yeah, exactly, you're going inward, and it goes
Yeah.
into your body and muscles. I mean, it's amazing how that's a thing. And
Yeah.
so
Terribly amazing.
I should learn
It's
something
just
from
incredible.
this. And so I think it's just and her trauma was really young for her, and so I think she learned how to stuff it. It wasn't safe to
Yeah.
tell people. There was times like that. If you talk to somebody older, they're just like, "Oh, you're making this up," or whatever the case may be, kind of thing. And so I don't blame mom at all. I just think that at the time she just did the best she could. She poured into her family, poured into her church. Yeah.
She was a survivor, like of all things, and she was always in survival mode, I feel like. So her whole childhood was in survival, and then she had us wild kids, like not that that's survival. Whatever, I was the angel. They were like, we need one more, and they got it. Anyways,
Pour it on.
anyways, but like not that like you have to survive having kids, but like you're pouring into children, and like
Hopefully.
and mom and dad with their upbringing, they broke so much not all of it, but so much generational trauma. They held it back from us to not come into our generation, into us. So they were constantly having to protect themselves, protect us, and then by being because our dad was a pastor and mom was pastor's wife, and they served the community well to a fault because it took precedent over themselves and sometimes us. But like and then cancer, then survivalship of cancer, and like so I don't think mom even had a second to think or to really try and think about herself, because in cancer she was still serving others.
Yeah.
Nurses heard about Jesus every freaking week in like in not even an annoying way, just a hey, remember, like, and that's it. Like, or you were loved, and if people called for prayer, like she was a massive prayer warrior, so she was praying for everyone else, and I'm sure praying for herself, I hope.
I think so.
And she but still, like you when you're so busy, you don't get a second to breathe, to process, to think. And yes, not having a second to breathe, that sometimes is your own fault because you don't know how to, so you just bury everything. Speaking from experience.
Yeah. It's interesting. Speaking of our gap in our life, you're like, dad was a pastor and stuff like that. I'm like, dad was a pastor later in life, like I know him through, exactly. I know him through, he was a manager at Coca-Cola. Then he worked 2 jobs after that. And then he was youth pastor. And then from there, he moved on to, other job, 2 jobs. I mean, he was a worker bee largely to keep mom at home. So that she didn't have to work.
Because you had to.
But anyways, that's interesting. So
they that's so funny. I've never thought about that with dad not being a pastor when you guys were kids. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, that was because when I was young, he was a youth pastor. Like, he's always worked other jobs. He's never really been a full-time paid pastor. But he worked day jobs and he's up late at night preparing sermons and in between taking mom to appointments and taking care of me and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's wild. But in side note, I am very thankful that because both their parents, well, no, our mom's parents was alcoholics, and they made it such a strong point to not bring that into our lives, and they never drank, hated it. And so I'm thankful for that because I have no idea where my alcohol journey would be, but I just mean like the influence.
No,
like
no, I know, but I love the voice. Alcohol.
Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, maybe they would have been alcoholics and I would have hated alcohol and never touched it.
Oh,
Or I would have
no,
started
usually
at,
it's, yeah.
I would have started at 12 instead of 21, or like,
Yeah.
Who knows? I can't change it. It doesn't really matter, but I am thankful that they made the decision a hard decision to cut that off and protect us from it. So,
Yeah.
This is weird. Can I say something that's weird? I keep looking at my beer and I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. I'm like, that's weird.
This thing's broken.
I'm like, oh, right. This thing is broken. Not that I want to feel anything. I'm just surprised.
You're just used to it, right?
Okay,
I mean, the
fine.
color,
yeah,
the taste. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and usually get a little buzz. So like, oh, cool. But no, I'm actually excited to have the taste of beer, but not have a buzz.
Well,
Never have had that
to be able to work
feeling
out
before.
without that. Yeah.
Yeah.
that
I
weight.
should go to the gym NA drunk. Sorry, it's an old reference to back when I used to go to the gym drunk. Anyway, many years ago, Drew, stop me.
I thought we were talking about growth here.
This is growth.
It is. You're right. So, oh man. So yeah, no, that's good. It's good. I think that yeah, I think it's one thing too where we got to figure out like the appropriate responses, because those things do sneak up. Alcohol sneaks up. I mean,
Oh yeah.
or the use, if you're seriously doing it for, escape of any sort, it sneaks up on you, and it's like, oh no, one's fine. Oh, I'm having one every day, and then it turns to two, whatever the case may be. Anyways,
Or one's not enough. You can't feel it anymore because you built a tolerance
right.
to one, and so you do
maybe
more. And
maybe that's why you can't feel that one.
I want to confess something that I've already confessed, but I'll confess it on here.
Now I'm nervous.
So I DoorDash. I sat on the side, and after the kids go to sleep, I would go DoorDash for a couple hours in the evening. And lately, with fall hitting, with mom's crap, I've been tempted to drink in my car. Like I used to actually really like, just like, hey, I'm car camping, have a drink, work on stuff. And I've been romanticizing that adventure again.
Yeah.
And I've given in a couple times and had regret. And I was like, all right, never again. And then Sunday, Saturday night I gave in, and then Sunday I was like, dude, I'm done. It takes me a while to get to the I'm done. Normally I should be done. But this was like, okay, I can't be doing this. I know life without the family I have, and having alcohol as my support system.
Yeah.
And I've lost my family in the past with alcohol, or at least it didn't help. So I had to take on Sunday, I was just like, no, I had to put a foot down. Like, I am not going to lose this family, my family, for a drink. Like, it's so stupid. But, so I told Haley and, just like, hey, I'm not going to go door dashing, at night anymore. It's the temptation's getting too hard to say no to, and I'm not going to do that to us. And she loved it. Like, cause she's been doing very good at not drinking for the last 3 months, like maybe a work event, having something,
Sure.
uh, but us like, oh man, it's the weekend, let's have beers. And then, cause we both go too much, but, so she was like, that really helps me to not, to keep her going too. And I told her we were doing NA beers today, and she's like, I love that. Like that helps me to,
Not use it
yeah.
as an
So
excuse to crack one open.
yeah, exactly. Like, another friend's reference, they would be like, why, it's Flag Day. Like, like I used to be like that. I'd be like, oh, it's this. And then every
what
day
the four
was
founders would want.
it's every day became a reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Well, hey, so first off, interesting choice of confession, but glad you did it. Interesting venue for confession. Usually it's in the Catholic Church or something like that. But anyways, this works. I can get a little, never mind. I'm going to quit. So no, I mean that I mean, you're putting it out there, and that's part of the process of change, is like to be known, and your choice was widely known. So good on you.
Well, that's why I did.
Second of all, I wanted to bring up a thought, an idea that I've had for a while. How to phrase it? One thing that
I love it so far.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Sorry.
One thing that I've found very interesting in my life as I've gotten older, more wiser, quote unquote, air quotes here, and things have been going my way, I've realized like, oh wow, cool. I don't have to hustle. Like, I've got a great family, I've got a great house, and I maintain those. But what I've realized is like, I don't know if I don't not know how to hustle. There's a lot of negatives in there. To where my modes, like we've talked about this before too, where it's just like we would procrastinate, the last minute, grind things out, and we'd produce great schoolwork or work or whatever. But we can't live like that,
Yeah, I know.
And then as we've gotten healthier and started to, take care of our, the things we need to take care of, also I'm like, I don't know how to operate. Like I'm working on 3 side gigs right now besides my own normal job. Just, I mean, that stuff interests me a lot. I love making business plans and going the nth degree to see like, hey, how far. I like to take it as far as it can go before I realize like, hey, it's not a good return on investment or whatever the case may be. And so, but I love doing that. And, but I don't know if I know how to not do that. Like my work, I work my current job for, I think I'm on year 9 now. Like
Wow.
9 years of that type of last minute stuff. And so I feel like that's grief residue or trauma residue or all the above residue that sticks in. And it's like, there's times I'm like, I want to just go back to school to learn what I should have learned. Years ago, if I was healthy. Now that I am healthy, it's like I want to go back. We've talked about me going back. I've signed up for classes, but haven't pulled the trigger yet. But anyways, but yeah, so it's just this really interesting thing I've been chewing on. It's just like, do I even know how to not grind? Because based off of the patterns and things that I've solidified over the years from hiding, shame, trauma, pain, all the above, I mean, like, seriously, like, if, like, for some reason, I don't even know if this is true or can happen, but if all of a sudden I was healed of fibromyalgia, I don't know if I'd know what to do, like, wait, what? Like, I feel good, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird thing.
Yeah. What so you say, I don't know how to not grind. Why would you have to not grind? Like what would you have to not grind for? Like,
I think and this is a very general statement, and and some of it may be true, some of it may not, but you hear about, millionaires become billionaires, billionaires become trillionaires, and they're always just grinding, grinding, grind. This is very, very huge overstatement, but a lot of that is because they don't know any different. They don't have an end goal in mind, like, or if they do, it's like, oh, I reached this goal. I'm a millionaire now. Well, I don't know what to do with my life. I've been grinding, grinding, grinding all my life, kind of thing. So I'm definitely not at that level, but it's the same kind of mentality where it's just like if you've been doing something over and over again, and doing it the same way over and over again, it just becomes law,
Yeah. So is the opposite of grind rest? To you at least? Like, what does not grinding mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or do you mean like being present with your family?
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
the opposite of grinding? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, because while you were talking,
balance. Yeah.
Okay. Because while you were talking, I was thinking about something else. Naturally, I'm just kidding.
I can see you snoring. Over there.
Some Z's coming out of my head. It's that 0.5%, man.
In my foot.
Anyways, like, I was thinking about it, not necessarily for you, but for me, I was just like, because I've been trying to make it a purpose of like, oh, instead of door dashing, I could be more present with family or whatever. Or like, while they're awake, I'm not working on the podcasts, editing, or on my phone. I'd be intentional about spending time with them and having fun. I'm like, what if we have a mind shift that we're grinding to raise our family, like we're investing into them, into their future, our time, our energy. Like it's still a battle. Like parenting is a battle and a grind, and so like, what if we, instead of it taking away from working or from grinding, it's I don't want to categorize it as important as work, but what if we kind of look at it of like, man, this is something I need to put that grinding energy towards being present, and sometimes that means resting, sometimes it means just hanging out, so, but it's that rest and that hanging out is meaningful. It has purpose. It's part of the job, quote unquote, of being a parent. And that way we can, I don't know if there's, not necessarily you, but if there's guilt behind the not grinding time, because I used to have, like, if I'm not working, I have a lot of guilt if I'm not working. And that's still every once in a while that will come up in me, and I have to remind myself, like, no, I'm still doing something meaningful. I'm not being lazy. I'm just doing work differently, I guess. I don't know. Just something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
Because it's important. Great. I think I've been setting unreasonable expectations on the people in my life, and I've been disappointed at their lack of excitement.
Oh.
So I should probably come up with better ideas.
Wait, should I be excited? You want me to be excited?
I was expecting.
Ooh, mind blown, man. Like, you've
saved your life. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm just going to quit this podcast and just go chill out.
I'll keep it going.
It's
cool.
That's because it'd probably be better.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, just interesting thoughts.
Also, all this is very, I don't know if it's on topic with grief, but
well, no, but that's what I was getting at, because
stuff.
like, if you are surrounded by somebody dying, that's your whole life. Dad was a caretaker for 7-8 years. That's all he knew, and it was give, and then once mom passed, there's grief, but then there's also like, well, hell, I don't even know what to do with myself now. Everything was centered around this. And I mean, there's no fault there.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where it's just like, I mean, for you, that was what you knew. You knew the focus was on somebody else. You didn't get the proper responses you should have had as like being a kid ushering out into the world. It was like, no, wait, we got to go to this appointment. We got to, be quiet for mom. We got to, which you gladly did for obvious reasons, but it still affects us deeply. For me, I was distant, and I went more distant because I was distant physically because I lived up in Oregon at the time. And I distanced myself more emotionally just to escape, and I missed out on a lot of that. I mean, even the bad stuff. And then our sisters got left with the bill in the sense of trying to pick up the pieces, and then they burnt out, and so I mean it's just this gross turning of pain, trauma, drama just revisited over and over again, and it's just debilitating, or can be. And that's very much part of the journey of health, mental, physical, and spiritual, is to address these things properly. And I mean, because I don't know about you, but the more I get into the quote unquote health world, the more I hear it, where it's just like, you don't need counseling, you just need to go out and grind. And maybe it's not said like that. Hopefully it's getting a little better, but man, too many people I hear are just preaching that. And it's like, okay, have fun with that, man. I mean, that's it. A, one size doesn't fit all. And B, I mean, if that works for you, great, but don't preach it like that's law. But anyways,
it's crazy because when you were talking about the attention that I didn't get, I was like, you know what, I got a good 5 years of, because like after all you guys were out of that house, dude, I was thinking, I was doing the math, I had 1 year between when Jeff, my next sibling up, one down from you, left for the Navy fresh out of high school. The next year, mom got diagnosed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like,
you were allowed to be only child for 1 year.
Yeah, and I still got a lot of care. Like, it wasn't like I was malnourished or pushed to the side. Like, mom still took care of me the best she could. I just watched a dying woman take care of me.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, and that adds up. I mean, and this isn't
for me. This is just like, this is crazy. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And it is not to say like, oh, you should have sucked it up and take one for a team. No, it's naturally like if everybody's healthy and the world is healthy and all the above, like we should usher our kids out the door as strong as they can be with the attention they needed so they can go out and face the world. When any of that is damaged or broken or taken away from, you're still able to get out in the world, obviously, but there's fractures, as you go because of things that you didn't get or attention you didn't get or whatever. I mean, it's just the facts of life.
I wonder if watching our parents give a lot of their time, I wonder if that's made me be more careful of my time, like putting up boundaries on how much I give to people.
Yeah, but I'd wonder how long have you had that perspective?
Recently.
Yeah,
last couple of years.
So I would say that's more from health. As you've gotten healthier, you've adapted that. Because our parents did give, and we all gave. I mean, this is no shade on our family, but any wedding that we were in, like when Emily got married, Monica got married, I got married, Jeff got married, Stark's family were all in, like, hey, what can we do? Let's do this. And I mean, those are great things, all right? But it's the example of like nobody would go and just be and enjoy the moments. They had to do something. And there was almost competition, like, oh, I can outperform you or whatever the case may be. But that was, events, churches, jobs,
phone calls in the middle of the night, needing help.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. Well, just to speak truth to all that on how much they would give, because our family jokes a lot, like to a fault, to where we like, hey, we should address this pain. And like, let's joke about it instead.
Yeah.
What elephant? But like literally right after mom died, we joke, and my mom had such an impact on the community. We were like, well, let's get ready to be there for other people, for everyone else
Yeah.
in mom's death.
Right.
But literally, like, we joked about it, but there was so much truth of like
Yeah.
that we're gonna be there for everyone else. Not that people weren't there for us, but still, like, that was the mindset of like, all right, let's go take care of everyone for our
Yeah,
mom's
let's take care of
passing.
everybody else's emotions and not our own. I mean, I remember being at the funeral and like prepping for it because we all had pieces of it. And people were, or people in the family were like, "Hey, this is a celebration of life."
Yeah.
Like, and like it was almost like you couldn't be sad or something. And that, I mean, that wasn't said necessarily, and I don't mean in disrespect for anybody. I just think that should have been a time where we're just like, yeah, okay, she died, and this sucks. You know, wasn't supposed to happen. At least not this way. And so, I even think in that I've often thought like, man, I haven't had the proper grief for mom, just because from the onset or from the get go, nope, this is celebration of life. Must be happy. And yeah, I don't know. I love the old days when, I mean, think of the movie It's a Wonderful Life back in the day when his dad dies and they all wear the black sashes on their arms, just as a sign of like, hey, man, that guy's grieving. Let's cut him some slack or give him some space or whatever. I love that idea. I remember being in my work and months after mom passed, and they're like, hey, your performance is really terrible. And I know your mom passed, but you got to get over it. And he literally said, nobody cares your mom died. Get back at it. And I'm like, what's funny?
Wow.
What's funny too is it was a life insurance company. Nobody cares your mom died.
Yeah.
Now we got to pay out.
Yeah, I was gonna say they hear death and they think, oh boy, we got to pay.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
so first off, I'm sorry that someone said that to you. It's terrible, and I would love to punch them in the face.
Already did.
Good, perfect. Is that when you broke your hand, or when you broke your femur?
Wow.
Kidding.
Great support.
Anyways, no, I was backing up. That's how hard you hit him or kicked him.
No, I did not punch him.
That really reminded me of like that moment when the doctor told me like, oh, you're just trying to get pills. You have a great life. I have real people that are here for real problems and you're just privileged. And I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, but I was going to say when you were talking about celebration of life and like not having a time to be pissed or upset or crying, I was like, this sounds like toxic positivity. Like that, I think that's a thing. Like that no matter what, you got to be positive and not great. And it's like, dude, I need to be mad for a minute.
Yeah.
Like get it out and not hold it in. I've never really thought of it that way. But
the funny
that's
thing,
very interesting.
The funny thing is, if you let's say you do like finally decide like, hey, I'm gonna get it out. I got to be mad. I'm gonna go, chop wood or punch kittens. I don't know, but maybe not kittens. Sorry.
What a scale.
Sorry, kittens. But honestly, if you do it more, the less rage you got to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the less frequent, but the less rage as well, because, you don't have it all pent up and all that stuff like that. So, yeah, no, it's absolutely right.
Well, I think that's where exercise comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to
roll it back. I love it.
There are some like, kids that do boxing to get rage out. I don't know if there's anything true behind it these days, studies or anything, but like it teaches them how to, they get their anger out by fighting other kids or something like that. I don't know. But, but
by being a bully, you'll get your.
No. I'm just saying like they've been like, you shouldn't. In the past, people have said like, you shouldn't have kids get their rage out by fighting or boxing because it'll
teach them
something else.
Gotcha.
Fight other kids and stuff. But anyway, totally side note. But yeah, like I have always felt the best in my depression was when I was running or mountain biking or I had that outlet. I had a passion. I was in a passionless life but I still had my little outlets that helped. I mean, that's why mountain biking is such a big part of my identity, because like it helps me stay sane and it's fun.
I like
We've been
I like
having
how you're
such a
like
blast
defending that,
riding every
and
week.
it's fun.
And it's fun. Well, I was just saying, like, add to it. It's not
Yeah.
just a,
Well,
like,
I mean,
grind,
you know, think about all the aspects. You're getting fresh air. You're out in the woods by
nature.
yourself, or with one or two other people, but you're still, you know, out of the normal grind of things. I mean, absolutely. And then you throw
Yeah.
in the cardio and the joys of it in that aspect. I mean, it hits so many levels for sure. No, and just you know, I think the healthy aspect of, you know, using the grief to fuel you in a proper way to change your life, change your body, change your dynamics, change your mental aspects. But I also like the idea, like you're saying, where it's like get out and ride. And it sucks right now being with my back. It's like I haven't ridden in
I know.
months. I haven't.
I'm so sorry.
I wish I could run even. You know, that's how bad it is. I wish I could run. You know, I hate running.
You
but
still, you can't Zwift, right?
no, any lateral movement on the lower spine, you know, is negatory. So
Well, good job on sticking to it, so you can get better, so you can ride
Yeah.
into your 60s and 70s and 90s. So,
oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to be that alive that long. Anyways,
dude, mom was so young. Now that I'm older,
oh gosh,
holy crap!
wait, how old was she when
Like,
she died?
She was 56.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And it's crazy. Like, you know, our sisters are about to be 50. You know, like
No, they
or
are
50. Yeah,
dude, 49 is when she got cancer. Then
oh my gosh, that's
I'm
terrible.
almost 49. Damn it.
Wow.
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 So on that note, I think you should really you know, invest in me, just because I might not be around much longer.
Like life insurance?
No, I just mean hang out and do things. And
Well, I keep trying to get you to move down here. I tried moving up there and it didn't go well. So you got to come down here.
oh man, but maybe you need to come up here for a reboot. Yeah, like just to be like, no, I can live up there now that I'm healthy.
True. Okay, so as soon as the kids are 18 and out of the house, we can move up there.
Wow. Okay, I will be dead by then. Anyways,
hey, can we not end on this, but like, can I ask you, I don't think I've ever known how you found out, like who told you about when mom passed,
oh, Monica.
where you were, what you were doing. Oh, it was Monica, our sister.
Where was I? Do you remember what time of day? It was Sunday.
One it was a Sunday, 1:13 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so
on 11/14.
I was probably home.
2010.
Yeah, I was home in Portland.
Home from church?
Yeah.
Because you guys just got home from being down here with mom.
Yeah, I can't remember how long we were, or the gaps between when we left. Like do you remember we left twice?
No. Oh, you did. That's right.
So
wow.
we were down for like a week, you know, because we got the calls like, hey, you know, you should probably come down, you know, do your farewells. And
quick context for everyone, just real fast. Mom was in remission of cancer, kind of. It had come back, found it spread to the brain, it had flushed throughout her entire body, and then like a week later she like went into a coma. Maybe not a week later, but very soon she slipped into a coma. And then when everyone was here, she was just out, and we were around her bed every night expecting every breath to be the last breath, and then nothing. And you know, and then at the point we're like, come on mom, like just go, it's okay, like it's all
beat
right.
it,
And
get
then,
out of here. I'm sorry.
And they say that when people are in a coma, they're surrounded by family, they don't die. And then it's usually when family leaves, when they're by themselves, they end up passing away. And that's kind of what happened is everyone, you flew back home, Jeff flew back home, and apparently came back, and I'm getting all this wrong.
We drove home.
Oh, I'm just
We didn't fly home.
sorry. Anyways,
No, and
did I even say fly home?
I'm gonna say she wasn't in a coma because she was still lucid and conscious at times. So you're wrong.
At the very end, she was.
Okay, let's not even.
And then we're like, and
Okay,
then it
stop.
paused. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to give an example. Anyway, sorry.
No. Okay, so yeah, we came down, got the call. We came down, 9-hour drive for us, and we were there. But you're right. I mean, everybody was there, and we were just like, okay, this is it, So, okay, nothing's happening, And but she was digressing for sure. And then people started to be like, okay, well, got to go back to our jobs and, responsibilities and stuff like that. And so we left and we got to Lower Lake, and I just pulled over and told my wife, I'm like, Lou, I can't do this. I can't leave yet, So we flipped to Yui, and I think we stayed another 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And by the time we left, she was completely out, like just not. Okay. And I think it was like, I think we were only home like 3 or 4 days, and before she passed. So
I thought it was like a day or two. But anyways, like
maybe, I don't know. It's all a blur.
But anyway, so Monica told you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't that necessarily a surprise. So, but
I'd forgotten because everything people had left, and then it was Sunday. My dad was like, "Dude, just go to church. Like, just get out of here for a little while." I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll go to church." And went to church with some of my best friends. And I kind of forgot about Mom. Like, I didn't forget about her, but I just like
it was normal, right?
Yeah, like I was like, oh well, yeah, we'll go hang out after church at our friend's house. And I remember hanging out and listening to music and stuff, and then Dad called, and he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, I didn't even think about Mom, or he didn't yell at me, but he was like, hey, just very serious, was like, where are you? And I was like, oh crap, I forgot to let him know that I wasn't coming home right after, not thinking about Mom.
Sure.
And then I was like, oh, we're at Gina's. Like, wow, listen to music. Sorry, Dad, I forgot to let you know. And he didn't say anything after that. And then it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, she's gone, buddy. And I just like grabbed all my friends. It was just like, oh, dude, I'm about to cry. Yeah, I can cry for Mom still. Woohoo! I have a feeling. And then
I found a feeling.
and then just hightailed it home, and our sisters were there, Dad was there, Corner hadn't even gotten there yet. They were just kind of getting there, and her, they came to take her away and stuff, and it was a fun time after that. But no, it was pretty crazy. And like sometimes I'm like, I had to be there and see everything, but also I later in life have been like, dude, I got to see everything, because I'm sure you or Jeff or someone wished you could be around Mom more in those times. But so I, instead of being upset about it, I try to like, okay, I'll take it as a blessing that I got to have all that time with her. But yeah.
Hey, real quick.
Yo.
Sorry I wasn't around for you.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
But like, and I'm not joking. Like I don't give forgiveness in that I faulted you for that.
Yeah. No, I know. I just
like
think
I was never like, I wish Drew was there. But
I mean, you always did wish, but
yeah, always.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay. But the most important thing is I had you when I needed you, and that was the last couple of years, and digging each other out of this stupid freaking hole.
That's right.
Or that stupid freaking
damn you,
hole.
Grief.
Damn you, Grief, and your stupid face. Yeah. Sorry. Is there something you would do different? Like knowing what you know now in processing grief, anything just real fast off the top of your mind that you would have done differently after mom passed?
I wouldn't. Great question, by the way.
Thanks, bro.
I wouldn't be isolated. I was pretty isolated up here to begin with.
Like from community?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Portland's a weird breed of people. I never connected too well with certain people until I met my mountain biking buddies. And then I'd get a therapist at the time just to get things out, not hold things in.
Yeah.
You know, process that prior 7-8 years and all that. So I think those are the main things. And then just obviously the healthy outlets of working out, like mountain biking, you know, focus on mental, physical, mental, spiritual. So
yeah.
You?
Yeah. Same. I definitely wish I stuck to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I went to therapy once or twice and
Healed.
10 years later went again. Yeah. But it was just like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing great. That was great. I don't need to go back. Not even like making that decision, but just not going back. I wish I made it a point to stick with it. I wish I knew what therapy was like for and how it works.
Yeah.
I wish that I knew I didn't have to put a face on for a therapist. That was another person to prove that I'm doing okay.
Right.
I wish I knew. I was just like, dude, be honest, be pissed, be how you're feeling. Like, let's take a minute to like dig below the mask and find what those true feelings are. And I'm not blaming me. No, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm blaming.
That's the way it was.
I just had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
My life has become so great that I wouldn't change anything on how I processed. Maybe just because I don't want to mess with what I have now.
Yeah.
Sorry for the people I've hurt. I do wish I didn't hurt you. Because I hurt a lot of people and deeply. So I'm not saying I would love to do that again, but anyways.
Yeah.
And then I think just being more honest with myself and the people around me about how I was doing. Yeah, it's funny. I had this question locked and loaded, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, but more mountain biking. Always more mountain biking.
Yeah, always.
Oh, that fixes everything.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But well, cool, man.
Awesome, bro. Yeah,
proud of you.
Way to get through the episode.
Yeah, proud of mom.
It's a good episode. I'm proud of you. It's a good episode. Proud of you, man.
Proud of all of us. I hope that you guys were able to take some stuff from this. We didn't want to just like, oh, mom was awesome and the great. Everyone's mom is. Most people's mom's pretty awesome. So, yeah. I'm sure we'll have more episodes on a little bit on grief, but I like this one. So
nice. Perfect.
I'm sober.
Hey, you get to work out.
Sober.
You get to work out healthy.
No, I don't, because I'm taking care of a baby girl who's sick.
Oh, you're not working out?
No, I'll probably get out to work out a little bit. But originally I was going to leave right after this.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm here with her, so I'm not going to take her out to the cold. So
yeah, the cold.
Cool, bro.
60
it is
degrees.
Cold. I think so. We're gonna get rain tomorrow and Thursday.
I'm sorry. I'm just playing. I'm just jealous. So, all right,
it's
man.
so funny, right? We're in a place right now where in the morning it's freezing.
I love
like
that
fall
time. Yeah.
freezing, and I love it too. And then like we'll go to Caden's game at 1:00 bundled up, and it's blistering hot with like no breeze. We're like, oh my gosh, dude! Like we didn't learn at all throughout his games that like it's gonna get warmer. But
no, you can always strip down
to nothing. You're right.
Oh wow, that's a whole different episode.
Okay.
All right. On that note,
we're done.
Later, bro. Bye.